Alright, so I'm back for the next part of my video. I was just going to edit that part out where that noise happened and my cat knocked something over. But I decided just to leave it there and start a new video because I had just started talking about tone production and I know how wordy I can get, and it was already getting long anyhow, the other video. So anyhow, I just wanted to talk as briefly as I can about tone production. Like I said, you want to work on getting a good, strong, basic tone, well supported, well focused, before you start using colorful parts of your voice and things like that. Like we were talking about singing in your head voice, that really light kind of head voice, that you want to use that sound, but you don't want to sing everything like that. Use that to color your singing, not to be the sum of the way that you sing. You're not gonna sing "The Wind Beneath My Wings." Okay, the first thing that pops into my mind. Did you ever know that you're my hero and everything pretty, but it doesn't really fit the style of the music. Where you will use it, you know. Ooh, hey, you know, you'll just jump around and just splash with that color of lightness. For you head voice singers, you sopranos out there, what you're going to want to learn is how to take that voice, that tone that you sing with in choir, and transform it and get that more rich and forward, and get the air out of your sound and more centered and closer to what we call a fake belt. And I know Heather, I think Heather touched on this, and I'm sure she's going to do some great demonstrations in her video. But you want to narrow down the sound, get all that. See how it changed and the air came out of the sound? I'm still in my head voice, but it's a lot stronger sounding and a lot more focused. You keep your soft palate raised, that yawning feeling, because if you don't, that's when you get kind of a nasally, flat kind of sound, unsupported kind of sound. Again, supported, yes, plenty of air. You've got to get that, feed that air through there, but channel some of the air out. Focus it like a laser beam to get the air out, and that's how you get a that's how you get that kind of belty sound that you're in your head voice, but belting. You hear it a lot with singers like Patti LaBelle, and almost every pop singer uses it. Sometimes you can't tell. They're just so seamless. You think they're belting like full-on chest voice, but they're really not. They're using that fake mixed kind of belt, and it's a lot easier on your voice, a lot. The human voice isn't really meant to carry the chest voice up too high. Most women need to start breaking around, I would say, around the B flat area above middle C. And some can carry it higher, some go up to the D above that, the D or E above that. But you need to find where your area is and bridge that gap smoothly so that you can't even tell that you're transitioning. And that's what I'm working on. I'm not going to say that I've perfected that in any way. Continuing to develop that side of my voice, and that's an important part for me for singing popular music. Also, you might have seen that my nose kind of gets wrinkled up when I'm singing that, and I wanted to talk about the face expressions because people get on me about that all the time, and I want to reinforce that some facial expressions do show tension, and you need to be careful of that, but there are times when you make funny faces. Watch, like Patti LaBelle, I mentioned her, go back, watch her. When she gets into that, she wrinkles up her nose and sometimes she'll squinch her eyes a little bit. It doesn't mean she's straining. You're trying to get that sound in this mask area. You're focusing it up into that area and trying to get your vowel sound as bright as you can to get that strong sound. If I don't do that, I just get an open sound. See how it changed as I wrinkled up my nose like that. So play around with that a little bit. It's a good technique to have. It's a good trick to put in your bag to use. Same with belting. You just need to find that belting side of your voice. Some sopranos are told, you know, oh, belting's bad, you shouldn't use your chest voice, but I'm here to tell you, I'm a soprano. I'm an operatic soprano, operatically trained, and you can develop that side of your voice as well. It's up to you to decide to. Now, if you don't want to, that's your choice, and all power to you. Just, make the most of what you do want to do with your voice. But if you want that, go for it. Find that side of your voice and use it. Your chest voice is the voice we most use to talk in. This is my chest voice that I'm speaking in. We don't talk like this up in our head voices. We're talking in here. We're, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's your chest voice. You want to develop that side. And again, you're getting the air out of the sound. It's not, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. It's not this. It's got to get up in that cheek area again. Oh, yeah, yeah. And that's how you get that more centered and focused sound. Your vowels would be brighter than you would use in, say, choir. In choir, we want to all sound the same. We want to blend together. So a lot of choir directors will have you make those overly dark vowels. Hallelujah, hallelujah. But you don't want to do that in popular singing. You want to get more of the bright and hallelujah, more of the bright sounds. Also, you're not that far away. Once you get that basic tone, that basic well supported, like I said, well focused tone, subtle changes and you're in different styles. If I just drop my jaw a little more, add my vibrato, and change my vowel, my high belting sound can become my operatic sound, and vice versa. Slight changes, and you're in a different kind of sound. So don't feel like you have to settle for only being one kind of a singer. You can sing a lot of different kinds of music, and I wish I had more time to go into this more, and I'll try to do more of it later. But just subtle nuances, play around with that, but always well supported. You always want to have that soft palate raised, like I said. Open throat. I don't think I talked about that. Your throat should be open and relaxed feeling, and you shouldn't feel like there's a rising or tightening in your throat. Focus on these things and play around with that, and it will only help you as a singer and help you be more diverse if that's what you want to be. If you want to be able to sing in different kinds of genres and play around with different colors of your voice. And that's when artistry comes into play. Once you get that solid basic tone and worked out your whole registration and you can sing throughout it cleanly without any breaks and strongly, then you start playing around with those lighter colors and your vibrato and how you're using it and your shaping of your vowels, and that's where artistry and your sense of style comes into play, and that's when it becomes you, totally your own. Oh, and for getting focus for your sound, some exercises that are good to use are vocal exercises that close to an NG sound, ing, and that's you'll feel that buzzing where you should be placing your notes. One that I like to do is zing ring a, zing ring a. You keep it focused in the same place. You don't drop it down. Zing ring a, zing ring a, and keep it focused in that bright area. And you just go up and down the scale doing that zing ring a. Another one is hung. Like you hang something up. I hung. And again, keep it nice and bright, not hung. And what you're trying to do is focus that air out again, point it like a laser beam out of your head, like that's what you're trying to do. You're shooting it out of your forehead. That's not to say you're singing it through your nose. There's a difference there, and make sure that soft palate is up, or it may sound like you're singing through your nose. But those are some things you can do. Also, warm up before you sing. I'm bad about that sometimes, but I'm trying to get better about it. If you're strapped for time, one of the best things you can do to warm up is just humming lightly. Again, that kind of focuses the sound for you and gets into that But anyhow, I think I've talked long enough, and I hope any of this was of use to you. Sorry about the rambling. Congratulations to those of you who have moved on. I expect to see people trying harder and doing more and exploring and growing as singers, and I wish you all the best of luck. I will talk to you later. Bye.